What's going on? And happy Sunday night. Uh, uh, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the Ninja Turtle news for the week. Are you ready, honey?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, we do a podcast every week, every Thursday. It gets released. We take a look at the classic Ninja Turtle episodes. This week we're looking at the part 2 season 3 finale, the big break-in. Are you ready to see what happens next in the season 3 finale?
Yes, I'm very ready. I don't like the season 3 be finished, but at the same time, I'm curious to see what happened in the season 4.
Yeah, exactly. No, see, I will say, season 3 is the most memorable one. That's the one with like the one that like all the episodes that people most know of just because it was on TV, like after school, everything. But you guys have any season 3 memories? We totally want to see that. We totally want to hear about that. But like I said, this week we're just doing the news section of the news portion of the podcast. I am Jason Sohail.
And my name is Anna.
And we're going to go ahead and get started with the news. You ready, honey?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the first thing I actually want to talk about is it's a kind of a surprising news over here. And like I'm not exactly too sure about it. So this article came from Deadline. It was their exclusive. And they said that Colin Jost and his brother are going to be writing a new. They're going to be writing the story for a new Ninja Turtles movie, and and the thing is that with the movie, like it's not because like when they listed the producer, it wasn't the Point Grey studio with Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. Instead, it was like Michael Bay and the rest of the people who are in charge of Platinum Dunes Studios. So it's almost like it's almost like they're saying that there's going to be another movie coming in, and if it's the same people from Platinum Dunes, only thing I can really imagine it would be is it would be a third movie in that franchise.
I, I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's really weird. I think okay. Now, me personally, like, I mean, a lot of people they took this and they took it as like, oh, this is news for a third live action or not a third. They took it as news as another live action movie coming uh, in the pipeline. I mean, personally, when I was reading the article, nothing in there said that the movie was going to be live action. The only thing that just said it was just the producers were just the same producers who did the other two movies. And it's just weird because we have the animated movie that's coming out in 2023, and then sometime later this year we're gonna have the Rise movie coming on Netflix. It's just kind of weird that we're like Paramount's like ready to be like, oh hey, guess what? We're having another Ninja Turtle movie coming on.
Yes, but at the same time, I think it's good. It means that like Ninja Turtles still like is in uh, has so much like I don't know, has so much fan that they are still investing on it.
Right? Yeah. No, I definitely agree, and it's just like yeah, it just came out just so odd. But I'm curious about this, and Tombstone is waving hello to us. We're,
Hello.
hello, we're waving back to you, Tombstone. Yeah, it's just weird. And like I know one of these people looks familiar to you. Because he's from Saturday Night Live. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah. The other guy's his brother. Like and I don't know if they ever like written like a movie before. Now, me personally, this is what I think. I really think I really think like Deadline got some like facts like incorrect. I think because the animated movie that's being produced by Point Grey Studio, doesn't have it has a script writer attached to it, but doesn't actually have writers attached to it. I wouldn't be surprised if like these two are actually writing for that movie, and they just got some like facts wrong when they did the article. Now the article itself does reference the other movie,
Uh-huh.
but it's just, to me it's just weird that like before the animated movie comes out, they're like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and make another movie as well. So that's just me personally. But I could be wrong. I mean, and if it is, I mean, if everything they wrote is correct, I would not be surprised if this is going to be like a follow up, like like the third, like a follow up for the last movie. And like, I mean, but there's no actors attached to it. The only thing we have is just two writers and producers. So, uh, and like they didn't even mention a director or anything like that. So
I'm just hoping that it's a movie with new like graphic and
right,
new like. I'm just ready for a new style movie.
right, and we 100% are at least getting a new style movie, in 2023 with the animated movie. It's just like I'm just so curious. Like we'll find out what this is. I mean, I just would not be surprised if the I just wouldn't be surprised if they start out and be like we find out like that those two actually written for that movie, and it's just that some people got some things wrong.
Uh-huh.
Like, but it was just weird. A lot of people look at it as like, oh, because a lot of people, because Colin Jost is married to Scarlett Johansson. They're like, oh, maybe Scarlett Johansson could be April O'Neil, and like they're like saying all this other things.
I think she's too big for being
I think she's too big to be
April.
April. Yeah, exactly. There's like, I mean, they would have to like really raise that budget. I personally like if it is like Platinum Dunes again. I have a feeling it's just gonna be like, hey, we're gonna follow up and maybe we'll have Shredder come out of ice. And I would not be surprised if like uh Megan Fox like gets recasted or something like that. But I have a feeling it will be, if it is like what they say, I have a feeling it will be a follow up to that movie. And then once people find out, they'll just be disappointed anyway. Because people get excited, and then like when other stuff comes in, then they start like losing interest fast. All right, let's talk about the big thing that happened last week. Before we move on, Tombstone did say he's looking forward to the Seth Rogen animated. I'm actually really looking forward to the Seth Rogen animated movie. Just because the last animated movie, that was the 2007 movie. I really love that movie. That's like one of my favorite movies, and like I have a feeling like we're just gonna get a fresh take from another set of eyes with Ninja Turtles, and sometimes it gets too experimental, but it's always like something interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. But let's talk about the big news that happened last week. The one that like people pretty much talked about the whole week, and and that is these Power Ranger Ninja Turtle figure crossovers. All right. So these, I remember we had the rumor about these like a few months ago,
Yes.
and like my thing was I went in public. You guys can scrounge up all my tweets and all everything I said in the other past podcasts. I said I don't think these will exist. I think this is just a person's fever dream. I didn't think that these, and then all of a sudden it gets fun. It gets announced. It gets announced, and these are real. And oh my god, I am so happy. I like. Oh, there's things I always like to be. There's things like I predict, but I want to be wrong on, and I'm glad I was wrong on this. And sometimes, like I, whenever there's something not official, my immediate thing is it's not real, because I always feel like nothing's real until something gets officially announced.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the toys?
Yeah, the toys, because the comic's been out for a year.
Uh-huh.
The comic's been out for a year. I will say one thing. I was disappointed. I thought they were going to end the week with a news of a second crossover with the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, but that unfortunately they never confirmed or denied that was happening. happening. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we do get one. But let's take a look at the action figures because so the first set is a 2-pack of Leonardo and Donatello as the Blue and Black Rangers. Then we have probably your favorite set, a 2-pack of the Yellow and Pink Rangers, which yellow is Michelangelo and pink is April, which like
Yes, this one is my favorite.
This one's your. This one's.
The colors are somehow like so off with Ninja Turtles.
Well, they had to work with the Power Ranger colors because,
Yes, well, that's what I'm saying. It's somehow off because April is pink.
Right.
Mikey is yellow.
I know what you mean. Like his, April's usually associated with yellow, but since there's no orange Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, they had to give Mikey yellow, and that's why they had to give Donnie black because there's no purple Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. So they had to, so those two they had to kind of had to like do that, and then the last 2-pack revealed is Raphael. Well, no, that's Tommy, the Green Ranger. And he's a foot soldier.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was really cool. But here's the thing. When they revealed this one, my immediate thought was, okay, where's Shredder? Because one of the coolest parts about the comic was that Shredder became the Green Ranger. And that's the last one that they revealed was we have a single thing of Shredder as the
cool.
Yeah. It's really awesome looking. Things I want to like go over about this like when Anna was like mentioning about the colors, obviously with like Mikey and Donnie, they had to do yellow and black because the regular Mighty Morphin series doesn't have a purple or orange, and so they had to do that. And then the other one like that was weird that they had to do was blue and red because the Red Ranger is the one with the sword and like the Blue Ranger has like the lance, but even the lance is easier to make into the actual size because they also like force the actual weapons to be the Ninja Turtle weapons. It's just that the way that the comic had to handle it, obviously because Leo is blue, even though the Red Ranger is the leader, but since Leo's blue, they're like, oh, it makes more sense for Leo to be blue, the Blue Ranger, and then Raph is the Red Ranger. Toom. So I'm actually I really am hoping for the Turtle Megazord. Alright, so there's a few figures that I really want from this, other than the Turtle Megazord. I really want, at one point in the comic, the Turtles, the Power Rangers, they lose their powers, and that's why the Turtles, they morph into it. I would love to have, like, the Power Rangers as ninjas. And that would be really cool. Just like the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, they have like kind of like the standards of what we expect from the Power Ranger Lightning Collection. That is the swappable heads, so we can take off the helmets and we can actually have the turtle faces on there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. The turtle faces, and they had an hour live stream, and they revealed that the turtle faces, they're not exactly from that comic book. They just drew inspiration from other IDW comics to get those expressions. I mean, I love all the expressions. I love that Donnie has the goggles. I love like Raphael has that grinning face. His mad. And then they also have the weapon effects. So we have like when they use your weapons, you can put like little effects on them, like just like the Power Ranger figure, the regular Power Ranger figures, to make it look like they're spinning, they're slashing. It's really cool. Something I really actually like what they did with Tommy. Tommy is 20 21 ready, because he actually has a face mask, and you can take off the face mask. So when he's ready to go shopping at the store, you can put the face mask on his face.
What do you mean face mask?
So over here he doesn't have the mask covering his face. There's a face mask that you can put.
Oh, because he's a foot.
Yeah, because he's a foot ninja. Yeah, and then I mean, really cool shot. I'm just so happy that these are real. These are available for pre-order now. Wherever you're listening to this podcast, we have the pre-order links ready for you guys. I saw that some of these already sold out on Hasbro Plus, and I think even Big Bad Toy Store has some of them sold out. But I had to buy all these. Like I actually bought like several copies of these for pre-order.
I mean, this is so cool, but I mean, it kind of also feels like a little boy just mix and match his toys.
That's exactly what it feels like. I mean, and I know I've said this in the past. I've always wanted like the Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers to team up back in the day, and I'm so glad that like they've made it possible. And the comic is so much better than what Power Rangers in Space did like back in the 90s, I'll say. And then so that's really all we have for these turtles. Like I said, I can't wait for them. Be sure to the pre-orders are open right now. Be sure to pre-order them. These do not look like they're going to retail. They are going to GameStop. I think GameStop's the only retailer that's getting them, but I don't think they're coming to Walmart or Target or even Amazon, and that's probably because of like a deal they had to do with Playmates.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and especially like Playmates is now like re-releasing the toy. The last thing they want is like, oh hey, buy our competitor who's also making Ninja Turtle toys right next to the toy shelf.
But I think the only way they could mix Ninja Turtle and Power Ranger was like this, because they can do the opposite, because the Power Rangers cannot be turtle.
Yeah, that's right. The Power Rangers cannot be turtles. Like, you're definitely right about that. And also, like, I mean, in the comics, like,
it's possible, but it's not as fun.
No, it's not as fun. You don't want to see the Power Rangers as turtles. That's kind of like, though. What they did instead in the comics is that the Power Rangers they just become ninjas. They don't actually like, it's not like like they just instead of them like becoming turtles, they're just like ninjas, like. With like ninja gear. Also, before we move on, both Robert and TMNT Heroes TV Leo XD has joined us. Always
cool.
welcome to see you guys.
Hello, Robert. Hello, TMNT Heroes.
Yeah, and Robert actually he was also referencing our movie news. He said in the third movie, it would be cool if they bring Krang back in his. Yeah, it would be really cool if they bring Krang back. Also, I would like because. My problem with the third movie is like when Shredder was about to go face Krang, like he gets all geared up. This is the only time in the second movie he actually gets his armor, and then he's ready to fight Krang, and then like Krang just like freezes him, and then like we never see Shredder again. So like I do want like more Shredder time and him in his armor. Like I think the second movie one of my biggest problems was that Shredder was just too much out of his armor, and then when he was in his armor, it was like, all right, I'm done.
I'm just hoping that they don't touch the Krang character unless they do an awesome job about it, because I would leave the movie theater.
You would leave the movie theater. One day you gotta watch the second movie again, and then let me know what you think about Krang, because you probably forgot all about Krang in the second movie.
I did.
Yeah. Well, one day we gotta watch that over again and see if he comes to your approval or not, because he is more man than brother in Everybody Loves Raven. Yeah. All right.
I love that voice actor.
Yeah, no, he's a great voice actor. He's done he's done a lot of Pixar stuff, a lot of Disney stuff. No, he's great at his very deep voice. All right, so the the last piece of news I want to talk about, and this is actually something I've been delaying, and I felt like loyal subjects like made sure that I don't delay this anymore because uh, a few weeks ago Walmart had their uh, collector con kind of pre-sale thing going on, and one of them were these black and white battle damaged turtles, and they kind of put them up there. A lot of people just I think because they preferred the ones in color, and they didn't care for like the kind of like the red smudges, which is battle damage, which really does look like blood. I think a lot of that turned off a lot of people, and I don't think they got as many pre-orders as that they were hoping for. However, they recently revealed what the box looks like, and as soon as they revealed the box, like all of a sudden, like everyone's like tune has changed. Um, and this is like what the box looks like. What do you think about this box, honey?
I like the box.
Yes, the box is really cool. So the box, it looks like a pizza box. Yeah, and what's cool is like there's even a receipt on there, and the receipt actually has all 4 turtle names on there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then
I mean, from this angle, it more looked like a video cassette.
yeah. No, I agree. It kind of does.
But
and
as
then,
far as white.
Right. And then here's what it does. Looks like it opened up. Was really cool is they have the Ninja Turtles like symbol with the shell, and it looks like a grease stain.
Yes, that's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, and like the packaging.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, the package is awesome, and I really think if they revealed these figures with the packaging, I think they would have got a lot more pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
But
because I personally wasn't like a fan of like the figures, but I really love the package.
Right. No, I definitely agree with you there. And as soon as like we revealed this, like everyone was like, oh, I need to pre-order this, and they're like, oh, is it sold? And like, no, I was like, no, the pre-order is not sold out. You can you can still pre-order this in Walmart. Check our description for pre-ordering this. But yeah, it's definitely up there. Actually, that like I said, I had this like prepared for a couple of weeks, but we just had so many other stuff going on that like I finally talked about it this week, and I felt like they revealed the package just so I can talk about them.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. It's
so you really... still don't have this one?
No, I pre-ordered it. It's coming later this year. I think it's coming like in November. Like in November, you're gonna see just a lot of action figures come to the house because like I pre-ordered a lot of action figures during the summertime, and they all look like they're all coming like in like September, fall. Yeah, fall, like November, October, November. I think that's like a lot of action figures are coming. There should be some coming like next month too, actually. But that's everything that we have for this week. I want to thank everyone who joined us, and I think we had some YouTube technical difficulties because I keep seeing these error messages, and
yeah, I'm hoping that it didn't affect our
yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah. Our broadcast, yes.
Broadcast.
Yeah, I'm hoping it didn't affect our broadcast. I mean, we're sorry if it did. But if you missed any part of it because of those technical errors, the full thing should be the archive should be up shortly afterwards. Also, we will have like this in the entire podcast itself. And now I'm seeing it says excellent connection right now. So
let's start over.
Yeah, let's just start the whole thing over. All right. But thanks everyone who joined us. Thank you Tombstone. Thank you Robert Givens. Thank you TMNT Heroes TV Leo XD. Hopefully you guys got to hear everything. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Just a reminder, this Thursday is the full podcast with the full audio of this, and we will be looking at the episode, the big